So he did. Why hello there and welcome to the second game I'm actually gonna let's play in the Legacy of Kain Quintology. Soul Reaver 2! Man, you have no idea how much trouble this was to get this game running and getting the recording to work. Step 1. Getting this game running. It wasn't easy. Also the menu is kind of broken now and I had to do random guesswork to get what works. Now to get this to record, I had to go to the quote-unquote delete menu and select no filtering. I don't know if this actually does anything about filtering, but it certainly is an option. Anyway, let's get started. I hope you enjoy like 10 minutes of cutscenes, one of them being pre-rendered.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds. Completely.
Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny. Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands...
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
Ah, you two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes. The scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. but you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the Stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
My, what a night!
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
And for the first time we get to do our own thing. Also, what a nice man, I was gonna say before this jerk interrupted me. Anyway, by the jerkish movements of the camera, you can tell this game can be controlled with the freaking mouse. Oh man. On the downside, running is the shift key. Only the shift key. No directional keys, no WASD, nothing. Let me just quickly... Ah, yes. What does that do? Oh, right. In this game we get a map, the portal thing, and this, whatever this is. It's currently grayed out, can't use it. Another map, I'm gonna quickly show the map and then we are never gonna look at it again, because along with the menus, this map has become the map of spoilers. How do I select this? Ah. Or a XXX is being detected. That line is supposed to say Sarafan Stronghold, because that's where we are right now. And where the cursor thing is pointing at. Now I've already taken a quick look at this, and well, the other two things we can select here are massive spoilers, so we're not gonna look at this map ever again. So what else can we do? That's the ring menu, that's blocking. Yes, we can now block attacks for whatever it's worth. I don't need that. Crouching. That means that's auto target. Okay, good to know. Let's go. The control scheme for this game is completely effed up in all regards. I wonder what this basin is. Oh well. Weapons! Now this is our standard weapon like we had in the first game. We pretty much have the same attacks even. Well, let's get to going. Sup, dude? That's gonna happen a lot, because I can't switch the movement key from shift to anything else. Ah, now we can kill the guy. I didn't mean to stab him, actually I wanted to tear him apart. Anyway, now this guy is a human, his corpse will vanish along with my weapon apparently. And this is a new weapon, a sword! A freaking sword! It's awesome! Let's have a sword fight. Against humans. Pretty much all of the enemies in this game are human, actually. Raziel, what you doing? Swords, pretty awesome weapon. Oh! Don't lose your head over something like this. Where's my soul? Friggin' thing stole my soul. Oh well. Camera? Yes, up! Juggling people with a sword is kind of awesome. And of course, the whole decapitation thing. Oh, 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 oh. It's a woman! My, they certainly exist. Ow. How do I block again? Ah, yes. Get closer to the lady, Raziel. I don't know why he's dancing around like so. But I certainly can't do a whole lot about it. Oh well. Onward to victory! Or at least outside of this freaking fortress. That would be nice.
Throughout the Stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
By the way, we retain most of our abilities from the first game. We don't get the magic back, but it was useless anyway, so there. All I want is to have you a nice little meal on your soul, so leave me alone. Oh, wrong button, right. Come on! Now an ability we do not retain is actually eating souls during cutscenes. No, Dumas running around in circles ability. We can still, however. How do I select the others? Arrow keys. That's not gonna be annoying or anything. No, sorry. Can actually... Oh, I can move with the arrow keys if I so chose. I'd rather stick with mouse controls, though. Well, come to think of it, I can also jump with the mouse, block with the mouse, and shoot with the mouse. Huh. 5-button mice. They are kinda nice. Souls in the Spectral realm have upgraded a little, unlike the souls we've sucked up in this game until now. Oh well.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
That is indeed a good question. And the much better question is, why does it not have an effect on you, Raziel?
Prepare to die.
Yeah. That's not really good. You know what? Endgame battle strategies. No, seriously. This is the best way to fight during endgame. Or against armored military, apparently. Oh no, not again. Not one. Come on. Cut me some slack. Also, this is kind of nice. We can now kill dudes even with our bare hands, because all enemies are human. Or at least most of them. Yay! Die, monster, you don't belong in this world.